Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast. And the shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. Nepal with the corner, there first. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Morocco have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And that's really well manoeuvred. Andrich is making a start here. I wonder what sort of a role is he expected to play, Jim?
Well, I think his new boss will be asking him to nip opposition attacks in the bud. I think that's going to be his chief involvement, but he's just not out there to win the ball. He can also make a habit of moving it forward very quickly, and he actually has a creative side to his game that I think is underestimated.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Diop. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And it's Hakimi. Now it's Brahim Diaz. El Ainawi. Dani Olmo did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. He's picked his way through. Batistuta. He scored! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Number 20, Gabriel Batistuta. Gabriel Batistuta. Gabriel Batistuta.
Nepal have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Looking for options for movement. Unahi. This looks promising. Distributed tidily. And once more he proves rigid and robust. And the counter is on. That's beautifully weighted. And he's taking no chances there. Diop.
Morocco really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
And it's Mazraoui. That's a throw. Batistuta. Hakimi clears without hesitation.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Brahim Diaz. Well, that's beautifully weighted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Morocco clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Half an hour played now. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable match. Chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Foden, looking to play him in. Shapes to shoot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Thinks one through. Hakimi attempts a clearance. Akanji is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Batistuta. That's the keeper's ball. Molina calmly anticipates. And it's Olmo. And here's Azar. Danny Olmo. Towering header! He's got away with one there.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Looking for the run. Akanji spots it and intercepts. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Riyad gets it away.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that has put paid to that. Big chance! And he has kicked it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Don't you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Nepal definitely happy with the way they've gone about things in the first half. Could they have turned more of their chances into goals? They can't let that be their regret now.
Nepal looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field. Substitution on the field. Number 6, Andrik.
Away we go again.
Number 20, Batistuta.
Nepal leading
Number
courtesy
7,
of the game's only
Danny
goal.
Olmo. Number 47,
Threads
Phil
one in.
Foden. Coming on the field.
He's got away.
Number 22, Fabian Ruiz.
And he can
Number
thump it
13,
away.
Didier Drogba.
Well, that
Number
defending
10,
is unapologetically
Messi.
persistent.
Number
It's almost
3,
personal. And
Ferran.
it had to be. In comes the corner. Nepal have their third corner. Diop getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Yamal is onto this. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Played out to the left flank. And here's Azar. Azar making a dash for it. Nepal come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Deftly away. Corner number 4 coming up here. Cleared away. Morocco are looking to go forward now. Nepal are still that goal to the good. And back to the keeper. Schmeichel, the type of keeper who instills great confidence in his back line. No way through there. Oh, that's a fine interception. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gonna...
Shot, surely! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The goal scorer for Morocco.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Nepal are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Number 21.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
El Ainawi. Mazraoui. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. Azar being hounded, manhandled at times.
Look, if they want to shut down the threat, he's a very good place to start.
El Kanous. Now Mazraoui. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, good spread. Brahim Diaz. He is through here. Hazard. Hakimi. Foot in. Silvestre has given away a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Substitutions taking place.
Well measured. Mbappe! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Van Dijk. El Ainawi. Over to the right flank. And he was quick to react. And he's managed to get free. Messi.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Played towards the front line. The most accurate pass.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
And it's Diaz. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Hazard. That has been cut short. Diop. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Brahim Diaz, given the lift of his goal. Nicely spread. Messi, and that has left him in a heap. Opts for safety. Spread to the right. He has found the way through. Tries to pass it through.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Mbappe. Ambitious ball here. Well, played right into his path. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Nicely weighted ball. And Messi! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Bunu gets it away. And there goes the final whistle. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. That has not gone well. Bellingham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
No outsmarting him this time. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Rice. So no chances falling either way for the time being. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Andrick. It's a really well-measured ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Gordon. He's shifting through the gears here. Gordon! It's loose now. Oh, what has happened here? Silvestre did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Nepal still without a single shot on target. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
In with the challenge. Now it's Bellingham. Can he get on the end of this? Probing pass. Not the most accurate pass. O'Reilly. And here's Bellingham. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Kane. It's Kane! But he's left disappointed.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And that's a throw-in. Konsa. Now Anderson. Stones. Now Konsa. And it's slung out wide. England have got it back and they'll have another go. Anderson. Bellingham. Van Dijk did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Threads one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. He's found a way through. That is great defending, so alert. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. It's a pretty loose pass. Foden. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Stones. 40 minutes gone, half-time closing in. Good ball, good take. No way through, so back it comes. And he's there to clear it. Oh, that's a fine interception. Anderson. And it's Rice. Kane, spread it left. Now it's Gordon. Oh, that's fabulous. Gordon proves just a little bit too strong. That has been slung wide. And the pass is intercepted. And that signals the end of the first period. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we are back underway.
Natal really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Madueke. Now that's well seen too. Silvestre. Can he get it through?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Batistuta. O'Reilly gets it away. Bellingham. Now it's Kane. Here's Kane. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
He's had it taken off him. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Looking for the run. No, it's come to nothing. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. James. Rice. And it's Kane. Anderson. This is a promising build-up. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Hazard shoots!
The attendance for this match was
just lacked a decent finish.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Number 20.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Played out wide. Aims beyond the defence. Now this could be a chance. And a chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's gone for a throw-in. Nepal can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Now, can they get him away? Takes the shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
That's really well cleared. England have the chance to go the other way. Pass somewhat off target. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. He has found the way through. Look at the space here. Shapes to shoot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Nepal making further changes here, and in quick succession. Flings in, towering header! And that's a tidy finish! And that could well be the winner!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you ought to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
England have fired themselves in front.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Hazard picks it up out wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Hazard, and this is... And the shot! And a truly agonising miss.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
Pickford gets it away. Saka. Silvestre gets a foot in here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Big chance! So close to drawing level.
Well, at least it's earned him a little applause from the boss. The finish was lacking, but everything else was pretty good.
Eze shifted it to the flank. Gordon has the space to scheme.
England surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Spread out to the left. Now it's Gordon.
England can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Caresses it through. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Silvestre. Nicely weighted ball. That's rather hopeful.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And no one is overly concerned about that. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Konsa cuts out the pass. Eze. Now Konsa. Saka. Akanji. That pass has been well intercepted. He is through here. That is ended up in no man's land. And that signals the end. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it. But Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
We stand for the national anthem of France. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends.
Olise
just eases him off the ball. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Rabiot. And it's Dembele. Hazard.
Can he get on the end of this?
Ferran Torres! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Doué.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well read, nice interception. He's looking wide. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
He's a sharp little ball here.
Olise tries to pass it through.
Well, that's beautifully weighted.
It's a promising position.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. So it is still 0-0.
Tchouaméni looking to play him in.
He's through here.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Olmo.
That's cause for mild irritation.
Can he finish?
That's put paid to the danger. Spread out to the left. Thinks one through.
Mignon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's intervened well there.
Messi is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Saliba. Mignon clears. Tchouaméni promptly onto that, and that is that.
Now it's Mbappe.
Oh, great feat, that.
Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Hazard threads one in, and this is Messi. No way through, so back it comes. Tries one from range.
It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
And now they can clear their lines. That's a good intervention.
That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined.
Koundé. Dembele. Here's Tchouaméni. Olise.
Messi. And that was asking for too much. Rabiot. And it's Dembele. And it's Azar. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Ferran Torres. Koundé gets it away. Fabian Ruiz takes a shot. And the ball's come loose here. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Oh no, he'll try from distance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. He's having a hit! Too close for comfort. Koundé. Molina calmly anticipates. He won't be happy with that one. Rabiot, and he's been shifted off it. And it's been played through. Oh, that shot, surely! And he's done it!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different game in this second half.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the first moment of real significance.
1 minute at a
Well, I think the
time.
managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Hernandez looking to hit the ball. And a chance! And that's what you call inspired. So a temporary halt to the action. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Everyone, please welcome the two
So your views
sides.
on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Nepal are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So straight into the second half. Nepal leading courtesy of the game's only goal.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Rabiot. Oh, it's Dembele. Played back.
He had nobody.
And he shoots! That is decidedly lacking.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Molina played into space. And he was quick to react. Hernandez. Upamecano. All played for Dembele. Elise. And it's Olmo. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, strongly challenged there. Caught offside that time. Traumeri. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Dembele. Some front-footed pressing going on here. It's a searching pass.
Spread neatly. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Doué. Doué stood his ground strongly. He is through here! Doué has got himself a free kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Danny Olmo. Coming on the field is number 47,
And it's Dembele.
Phil Foden.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Sergio, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition.
It's Hazard! And he's stuck it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
67 minutes is number 11, Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Fabian Ruiz was in no mood for any of that, and that could set him on his way. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Upamecano gets across to intercept that. Now it's Yamal. Chance for a shot! And that has fair fizzed.
Lamine Yamal clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
So we have movement
Yamal.
on both benches.
Number 22, Fabian Ruiz. Coming on the
Koundé,
field, number
Nepal
4,
are making a change. After this,
Number
just
6,
one opportunity to do so.
Substitution.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Foden. Madueke. Saliba. Now Barcola.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's found a way through.
That's going in strongly.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Hernandez. And that's a throw-in. So we have further activity on the bench here. Hazard being applauded off here, having made a sizable contribution.
Substitution on the
It's
field.
good to see that, Peter.
Number
He put in a
11,
very good day's work,
Hazard.
and you can't do
Number
a lot more.
18,
It's a well-deserved rest.
Ferran Torres.
Can they get him away?
Coming on the field.
He's in plenty of space here.
Number 17, Nico Williams.
That is good
Number
pressure, just
13,
hounded him off it.
Didier Drogba.
And it's been taken short. Not the most convincing of... Shot a goal! And now a sudden chance to counter. Big chance! And he thumps it clear. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Madueke is in a really good position out wide. He's got away. Upamecano deals with that comfortably.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Aims beyond the defence. And he's there to get it away. He's shifting through the gears here. Foot in.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Nicely shaped ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Drogba. He's had a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. There will be 4 extra minutes. Neatly clipped into space. And we're done. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We're up and running then. Now it's Vargas. Now that looks a decent ball. Molina.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
Yamal!
That's a good ball out wide. Alvedi
is there, and he can get that clear. There's the shot! And he's done it! And that for him is goal number 10.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Switzerland finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Akanji, Granit Xhaka. Now it's Vargas, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Can he get onto this? Ricardo Rodriguez. Nepal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. He has found a way through. It's Van Dijk. Molina. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Alvedi. Looking for a runner. That has ended up in no man's land. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Nepal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Goes for a shot!
And it's come back out to him.
And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Nepal are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And now a sudden chance to counter. Akanji. Freuler. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Now it's Mbolo. Mbolo stood his ground strongly. Shot could be on.
Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that.
Tries a shot!
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Freuler. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Akanji spots it and intercepts. Alvedi. And he's gone looking for safety.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
It's Freuler. Distributed tidily. And it's Van Dijk. Now it's Vargas. Foden. Looking for the run. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, some astute defending there. Akanji defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Dani Olmo. Nepal heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Foden given the lift of his goal. And this is chance for a shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Freuler. This is a promising build-up. Can he get it through? And he's intervened well there. Granit Xhaka. Ricardo Rodriguez. And he's forced to go back. Alvedi. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Looking to play him in. Oh, that's a key interception. Granit Xhaka. Alvedi. And that brings the first half to a close. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Nepal leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. Back on the way then. It's a goal kick. Silvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about. Great vision. He's found space here. Hazard. Aimed beyond the defence. And that has been cleared.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Threads one in. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. No, that's been intercepted. Alvedi. Spread to the right. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hazard looking to receive it in space. Alvedi. Foden being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, it's his reading of the game that seems to keep him a step ahead of everyone else, but he's about to face greater pressure now.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Another throw-in. Just about up to the hour now. It's a really well-measured ball. Hazard. Pass somewhat off target. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Dani Olmo.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Granit Xhaka. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Kobel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And it's Zakaria, looking for options for movement.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, easy pickings there. And he's managed to get free. A lot of space. He's having a shot! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Hazard just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Number 11, number 6, Zakaria. Coming on the field.
Nepal, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Number 16,
Hazard.
number 3.
That's a nicely
Substitution
shaped ball.
taking place.
And Batistuta! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Elvedi is there to clear. There's a sharp little ball here. Batistuta finds himself offside.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And the keeper's got it again. It's not an especially good pass, that. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now he's got space here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Freuler. Well, that has not gone well. Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Hazard. Can he get on the end of this? Hazard. Lopez. It's loose now. That's rather hopeful. Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Andrich really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Punched away.
Nepal really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be.
Hazard! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Very much into the last knockings. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Vermeer. Hazard picks it up out wide.
There will be
That
3
was
minutes
good
added
alertness.
time.
This is the time you need that pace.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And this is Mbolo. Freuler. And the number on the board is 3. Great defending, strong and determined. Vermeer. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that is that. Nepal pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Rice spots it and intercepts. Now it's Drogba. Nepal ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Oh, this looks sharp. He has a look up. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! A finish of true class! The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
It is a super start. So far, so very good.
Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, a gilt-edged shot, real chance! He's got a goal! 2, and we've barely begun here.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Nepal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Can he get it through? Knocks it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Alexander-Arnold going forward.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Yamal.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, that's Yamal! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Lamine Yamal has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Could be danger here, and a chance! Now, who's going to be... Oh, he's having a go! Superb from Foden! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Nepal have scored 2 quick goals here.
Drogba wins the duel this time. Yamal.
Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Windass. James.
And the through ball.
Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
Not the most accurate pass.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Kabore.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Shevchenko.
Now that's well seen too. No way through. Windass. It's not an especially good pass, that.
And it's James.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
That has been knocked away.
Nepal have the chance to go the other way.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's a really well-measured ball. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
That is ended up in no man's land. Doyle. James. Windass. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tries to play it through. And this is Drogba. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Natal have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Nepal, clearly the superior force halfway through this contest. They lead 3-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Now, can they get him away? Well, that's cause for mild irritation. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Natal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Drogba. Foden. Now it's Drogba. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ball is over the line. Foden, given the lift of his goal. He's a sharp little ball here. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Well, it's still early in the second half, but this does look like a job already done. That's a shade optimistic. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Shevchenko. Kabore. And he's only too happy to take that back. And Doyle.
The attendance for this match was 29,830.
Nicely weighted ball. Pass somewhat off target. Windass. And it's James. Spread out to the left. And he's been shifted off it. Silvestre. That has not gone well. Kabore. Knocks it into space. Yamal being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko finds himself offside. So changes a foot here, and from both sides.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Number 27, substitution in progress.
Nepal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, he's found support out wide. Shevchenko gets into a good position. Foden. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Just about up to 75 minutes.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Ball looks a good one.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
What a throw in.
Substitution on the field. Number 12. Coming on the field is number 29.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Drogba. Oh, it's Drogba! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And he's managed to get shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Doyle. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. They've played it short. Looking for the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for options for movement. Messi looking to receive it in space. Stood up well to him there. Rice does really well to win the ball there. Time added on will be 2 minutes. James. And it's James. And we're done. Nepal really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Drogba picking up the Man of the Match award. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous, it is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things... And Messi! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there. But you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Lionel Messi!
Nepal gain their reward with an early goal.
Lionel Messi.
Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Foden. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Played out to the left flank. Silvestre is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's a throw-in. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And the pass is intercepted. Helik. It's a searching pass. Real chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Donnelly. Lancashire. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Shevchenko. Messi. Back they go.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position. He's going for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Oxford really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Van Dijk. Nepal already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Donnelly. Showing great feet there. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a great ball crossfield.
And he plays one through. Foden. Messi. Spread out to the left. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi receives it in a wide position. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Played out wide. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, good take, chance! And he's there to belt it away. Great chance! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Nepal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
That has been slung wide. Foden. That has not gone well. Knocks it into space. He is through here. Chance to deliver. And he's there to clear it. Rice. Nepal heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Rice. Drogba. Now it's Shevchenko. Now, can they get him away? He's had a shot! And that's off target.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Brannigan.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Spencer. And this is... Here's a shot! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Nepal were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end. So, your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Nepal sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And we are back on the way. Helik. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Senesi. Yamal. That's a sharp pass. Aims beyond the defence. Always onto this. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. And he's intervened well there. Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Brannigan. Senesi. Tries to play it through. Oh, well measured. Drogba! Off the post! Oh, good stop, it had to be. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, some astute defending there. Senesi gets across to intercept that. Now he's got space here. Helik can get it clear.
Substitution on the field.
Nepal with the corner, there first.
Coming on the field.
And it's hoisted clear.
Number 14, Bukayo Saka.
Applies the finish! Oh, that's a waste.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Progress.
Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Helik. Nepal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Great vision. And this is Drogba. And no, he's seen through all of that. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled.
And there's the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Nepal have their second corner now. And that has been cleared. And the volley. Keeper's not concerned by that.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Brannigan. Distributed tidily. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Can he finish? And he hits the net. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Number 11, Shevchenko.
Shifting momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Number 21,
Nepal are looking. There could be trouble here.
Pretty robust defending.
Goes down, but nothing given. And he was quick to react. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's a sharp little ball here.
Oxford really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Spencer. Now Hellick. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking to play him in. That ball looks a good one. That's gone for a throw-in. And he's being shifted off it. Messi looking to shake off some unwanted attention. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Nepal now in a position far more desirable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for...
And this is Messi. Tries a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 3 coming up. Defending of the desperate variety. Oxford have the chance to go the other way. Hellick. 4 extra minutes added on.
Indicated.
Great defending, strong and determined. He's got away. Big chance! And it's there! It's all becoming so easy. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Nepal, and that is it. The referee has seen enough. Nepal can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Messi voted man of the match and...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. Argentina have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
Yamal running with intent. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Can he get it through? He's having a hit! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Great chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Argentina are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Can he get on the end of this? Crosses, shapes to shoot! It's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Argentina restore parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Almada has it in a wide position. Now it's Batistuta.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He is through here. Now it's for decent chance. A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Nice defending, it's got the job done. Fernandez, and it's Batistuta, looking to play him in. Pass is just off target, deftly away. Throw it. Oh, good-looking ball. Threads one in, and he's worked it through. That has been cut short. McAllister, half an hour played now. That has been slung wide. Just eases him off the ball. Yamal.
Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Martinez. Now Romero.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he can clear it away. And it's Ruiz. Foden. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Yamal. He's had a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Alexander-Arnold clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Martinez getting this one clear. Great defending, strong and determined. Romero. McAllister. Great vision. Thinks about the shots. And a chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Martinez clears. Van Dijk. That has not gone well. McAllister. Medina. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here, so if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Montiel. Now Romero. Played with speed from back to front. Oh, a delicate chip through. Messi. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Fernandes.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Montiel, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Yamal calmly anticipates. Almada. Nice looking ball. And smartly reclaimed. Good ball, good take. Tries to pass it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de 61.052.
Fernandes. Not the most accurate pass. Yamal being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Neatly clipped into space.
Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 7. Lo reemplazará. Número 17.
Romero. Medina. He's a sharp little ball here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. It's a pretty loose pass. Fernandez. Now it's Messi. Fabian Ruiz. Looking for a run-up. And he's intervened well there. Martinez. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pass somewhat off target. Montiel. To Martinez. Romero. Half an hour gone in the second half. Might be danger here. And he welcomes it in. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Argentina clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Simeone. Senesi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Dani Olmo.
That's good play from him.
Dani Olmo.
Pretty robust defending.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Número 16.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Número 15. Se está
And
realizando un
that's
cambio.
off target.
Batistuta has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Batistuta. The final 5 minutes. That's going wide left. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Montiel. He's had it taken off him. And it's Fernandez. Now it's Messi.
Se agregará un
The
minuto
final
al tiempo
seconds now.
reglamentario.
Batistuta is having a shot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he? Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. Silvestre is in a really good position out wide. And it's Van Dijk. Can he get it through? Hazard gets into a good position. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Big chance! And that is wildly off target.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Not the most accurate pass.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same.
Great chance! Just too much. Fractions.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
And he thumps it clear. No, he's not getting his way this time. First quarter of an hour gone. That's destined for the flank. Doku. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Hazard picks it up out wide. Oh, some astute defending there. De Ketelaere played out to the left flank.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he's lost a chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And that's a throw. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Looking for the run.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's hoisted clear. That's a throw. De Bruyne. Dani Olmo. Strong running down that left flank. He's shifting through the gears here. De Bruyne. Oh, that's well spotted. Mechelen. Approaching the half-hour mark. And it's Hazard. De Bruyne. Trossard. And it's Meunier. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Now, can they get him away? Threads one in. Hazard has the space to scheme. Chance for a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Oh, that was vital. And now a sudden chance to counter. Floated through. And he's picked it up out wide. Molina wins the duel this time, and they can counter here. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And it's been given away. And he was quick to react.
Doku.
Hazard. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Spread it left. It's a promising position. That's good play. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Castagna. Here's Doku. Molina was in no mood for any of that. Tielemans powering forward here. Stood up well to him there. Knocks it into space. And that could set him on his way. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's there to belt it away. Hazard. Looking to play him in. Dani Olmo! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. The midway point of the game.
Nepal really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now, stick at it, and eventually they'll get a break.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock, the score 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Nepal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Mechela. Onana. Played out towards the right wing. Trossard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That was not gone well. And he's managed to get... Goes for a shot! It's in! And there is your opener. A horrible blip. A moment they could well have done without.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter. Well, they've stamped some...
Oh, terrible pass! He's had a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Lamine Yamal is offering a wry smile there.
Mechela, your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Doku.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. And that's a good ball. He might be in here. There's the shot! And he hits the net! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Nepal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Nepal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Batistuta.
Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Oh, he refuses to take the bait.
And this is Batistuta. Now this could be a chance.
And that is a little undercooked.
It's not an especially good pass, that.
That's a little off target.
Trossard
Tries to play it through.
Oh, super find. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Some resolute defending there.
Nepal can consider themselves just about safe now.
Just eases him off the ball.
Mbappe is onto this.
Great vision. Can he finish? Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Number 11.
That has been knocked clear.
Coming on the field.
Andrick!
Number 3. Thurman.
A real
Number
chance
17,
and a real let-off.
Nico Williams. Substitutions taking place.
Onana. Van Aken. Can he get on the end of this?
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Van Dijk.
Nepal clearly now in lead preservation mode. That ball looks a good one. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Being indicated.
Teat. Onana. And it's Tielemans. That is good alertness. Teat.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Nepal are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Begley.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice. And there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
This guy Ferran Torres is another talented Spanish wide player, although...
Oyarzabal! That's a fair try, but just off target. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yamal. That ball looks a good one.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
The pull with the corner, there first. Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Molina does really well to win the ball there. And here's Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not a chance!
They've got to be quick moving this forward. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Each side mirroring the other in terms of chances created here, one each for now. And it's Olmo. Dani Olmo running with intent. Llorente can get it clear. Cucurella. Now it's Gavi. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Batistuta. Tries to pass it, and the shot! He's scored!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Gol. Marcó en el minuto 19 el dorsal 7.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Now it's Gavi. Tries to play it through. Oh, well played, well played. Shot a goal! Oh, good finish. They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
That's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is
getting up there! Goal, Spain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And yes, it's him again. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now, can they get him away? And he's picked out the run. Messi. It's a pretty loose pass.
Laporte. And Kubasi, dealt with nicely by the defence. He is through here. And this is Messi. And he's quick to get rid. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Hazard. And the ball is out of play. And it's been given away. Goes for a shot! It's a goal! And just like that, he's into double figures now. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
El dorsal 11.
So again, we have parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Rodri. Llorente. That's a throw. Pedri. And it's Cucurella. Yamal. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. What a throw in. Can he get on the end of this? Pedri. Aims beyond the defence.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's picked his way through. Cucurella. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nepal are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
So a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Knocks it into space. Llorente. Batistuta. Hazard. And he thumps it clear. Llorente did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
That has been cut short. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hazard finding himself in space. Oh, he's been caught napping. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Rodri. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Ruiz. And it's Llorente. And he skips past his man. Oh, that's fabulous. Silvestre wins the duel this time. Dani Olmo. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Spread it left. No, it's come to nothing. Played up towards the front line. Yamal making good progress on the right-hand side. Dani Olmo. Llorente. To Laporte. Pedri. That's going wide left. He's in plenty of space here. Dani Olmo. Hazard. Batistuta. And they've got rid. Mikel Oyarzabal, whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And he's managed to get free. Van Dijk, impressive jump. It's a goal. And the comeback is complete. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have movement on both benches.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Great vision. Not the most accurate pass. That's a decent clearance. Nepal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Fabian Ruiz gets a foot in here. Now it's Foden. Hazard picks it up out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Hazard! And that would have been some goal.
Hazard can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Engages and forces him off the ball.
Nepal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That is ended up in no man's land. Pedri. Gavi. Can he get it through? That ball looks a good one. He's got away. Delivered low. Yamal looking for a runner. Dink through. Pau Kubasi makes the interception. Cucurella. Rodri. And it's Ruiz. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Gavi. Fabian Ruiz. Threads one in. Oyarzabal.
Spain really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Ambitious ball here. Well read, nice interception. Shifted it to the flank.
There they go, hunting
He's
again.
through here. And that is that. Nepal have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it.